Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Chamber Check-In time. And today we get a check-in with our friend Jessica Kofod, Regional Development Director for Thrivent. Now, Thrivent's a financial company that provides insurance, banking, investment options, and financial guidance that align with their members' specific needs. But before we get to Jessica and learn more about Thrivent, I get to thank our series sponsor for these Chamber Check-ins, Delta Dental of Idaho. Delta Dental of Idaho continues to provide unique plans designed for small businesses to keep their employees healthy, happy, and smiling. I also get to share some fun factoids from their Tooth Truth series, and here's one now.
Hey, did you know that the Statue of Liberty's mouth is 3 feet wide? That's a serious set of chompers.
I love those fun factoids. Thank you, Delta Dental. Now, let me introduce Jessica Kofod, Regional Development Director for Thrivent. Hi, Jessica.
Hey, Paul. It's great to be here today.
I'm so glad you took the time. Hey, you're a relatively new resident to the Boise area. Tell us a couple things. I want to know how you got started in the financial industry and then why you moved to Boise.
That's a great question. So thank you for that. So I actually grew up in Mountain Home, which now is essentially a suburb of Boise. So I'm very familiar with the Treasure Valley, spent most of my kind of high school years here, went to University of Idaho, and then joined the Air Force. And so traveled the country and served in the Air Force, and then decided that it was time to separate from active duty when I had my first daughter. And I thought, what do I want to do next? Like the world of possibilities. And so I used to run an organization for young officers called the Company Grade Officers Council. And I would bring in a financial planner every quarter and they would teach us something. So some cool financial literacy topic like dollar cost averaging or what's the difference between a stock and a bond. And we were enthralled. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to teach people how to manage money and how to use money as a tool. And so I moved from Washington, D.C. to Spokane, Washington, and started a financial planning firm in about 2014, and then did that for 5 years. Became a director with the company, right? If you do well, you have to do more. So became a director with the company. And then over the summer, my boss said, hey, what do you think about going home to Boise to help with Southern Idaho and our amazing teams here? And so that was all it took. I think he asked me one time and I was like, cool, great. That sounds good. So bought a house in Eagle in July. And I just love every single day I say, I love it here.
Isn't it great? I'm so glad to hear that story. Wow, what a great background too. Hey, now let's talk a little bit about Thrivent. One of the cool things about these check-ins is I get to learn and help share the stories of member businesses. So tell us how and when Thrivent got started.
So we've been around for a really long time, since 1902. So I know, right? Thrivent was started in the Midwest as a life insurance organization. Actually, we were serving a Lutheran community at the time, and they were all flour mill workers. And so Thrivent, so the whole community we were serving was kind of working in the flour mills. And so that background of kind of purpose and values and ethics that we started in 1902 has followed us through to 2021. So it's been a long ride and a complete evolution from a small Midwestern life insurance company to a Fortune 300 advice-based financial planning firm.
Wow, big outfit, helping a lot of people.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And share with me maybe a little deeper dive into some of the services that Thrivent offers its clients.
Yeah, so that's a great question too. So we do total needs advice-based planning, which means that we look across the spectrum of someone's financial life and try to help them make decisions that are going to be better for them. And so advice can be anything from, hey, let's look at mortgage rates. It might make sense to refinance your home, to, hey, can you put a little bit more away into your 401k? We look at tax diversification. That's one of the big spaces that we operate in. We're not CPAs, we're not accountants, but we care a lot about saving people money in taxes. So, so we do a lot of work around tax efficiency planning and just helping people understand the taxability of the money that they do have. So everything from life insurance, disability insurance, we've got Vanguard accounts, we've got really the whole spectrum of financial planning products that somebody might need.
Okay. I was really looking at your banking. Tell me more about that. You're not a bank, are you?
No, and actually, it's funny that it says banking because it's actually a credit union. So we have the Thrivent Credit Union, which most of the branches are still in the Midwest, but we have the credit union agreements. So if somebody uses the Thrivent Federal Credit Union, they'll get benefits at other credit unions across the country. The great thing about that is it means that you can kind of have all of your financial needs in one house. And so through the bank, we do home loans, auto loans, we do private student loans, and we actually do nonprofit and church loans. So if there's a nonprofit or a church or an organization that's looking to get a loan for a new building or to expand their infrastructure or whatever it is, we do a lot of loans within that space too.
Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing. And then Thrivent has been a member of this chamber through a single representative in Aldo Cabrini. And I got to work with Aldo. He's such a fun guy, part of one of his leads groups. And recently, when you moved here as the regional director, you provided chamber opportunities for your entire team. And that tells me a lot about your culture and Thrivent's corporate culture. So tell me, and when I was looking at your website, I noticed one of the tabs said generosity. And so I dove into that a little bit. Tell me more about how Thrivent inspires generosity.
I love that question because it's so cornerstone to who we are and what we do. So we believe that money is a tool. And so it's not the end goal. Money is the tool. And so we help people achieve financial clarity and then also build generosity into their lives. So there's a couple of really unique things we do with that generosity piece. The first is a program called Action Teams. So if you are a member of Thrivent, so if you own a Thrivent product, you have the ability to do 2 action teams per year for adults. And so 2 action teams per year, basically you say, hey, Thrivent, I have this great idea. I want to serve my community in some way. So it can be community service oriented, it can be education oriented, it can be fundraising, whatever it is, like whatever you want to do to change the blueprint of your community, we support you. And so it's about a 5-minute application program. And then we send you a Visa gift card with $250 and say, go change the world. And so that's one generosity program that Thrivent has. And so if you think about the impact that can have on a community, one couple has $1,000 of resources that they can do something generous in their community. So it's a really neat program. We have a lot of people that use it to support things that are important to them. And so in COVID, it's been really incredible. I've used a couple of them and I've had a couple of teams do programs for the schools. So we did when we were all still virtual, we did a literacy program where a volunteer, which was really the parent, if they read 10 books with their kiddo, then they got to pick out a prize. And then they got snacks. And so the kids were really, really excited. I think each child ended up reading over 100 books. So yeah, we've done lots of really cool stuff with that. So that was here in Eagle. Another one we did was a STEM program. So putting together like basically virtual STEM kits. And so then the teachers dropped off the STEM kits with the students and they actually built circuit boards on their virtual classrooms.
That's so cool.
all paid for with Action Team dollars here in the Valley. So it was really, really neat.
That's great. It's important that, you do business with, companies that invest back in their own communities you serve. So you guys are setting the standard. Thank you for sharing that with me. And then also, I just wanted to thank you for your chamber investment, Jessica. It means a lot to us. And we hope to see you sooner than later at an upcoming in-person event.
Yes, absolutely. I cannot wait.
Hey, and while I have you, we got a few more minutes. Is there anything else that you'd like to educate the audience on about Thrivent?
Ooh, that is good. Okay, anything else? So here locally, we've got offices in Nampa, Meridian, downtown Boise on River Street, and then over in Twin Falls. So really, I mean, across all of Southern Idaho, we have opportunity to serve. And if you know someone in your world who is maybe they've been doing the same thing for 10, 15 years, they're looking for the next right thing in their career, in their life, consider an opportunity as a financial advisor with Thrivent. We have the ability to really elevate and impact this community in a huge way. The more people that achieve financial clarity and get their house in order financially, the better that we can improve, we can improve Boise, we can improve all of our lives. And so in order to do that, I need more advisors. So I am taking nominations from anyone out there. They got to be a little bit gritty, a little bit entrepreneurial, self-starter, and they have to like people. I can teach you financial calculators. I can't teach you how to like people. So I'm hiring and I would love your nominations. So thank you so much to all the chamber members.
Awesome, Jessica. That's exactly what this program and this series of program is all about, is learning more about our members, what they provide, their services, and actually educating the community on what they do and how they do it. So Jessica, thanks again. Again, thank you so much for your membership with us and your time today. I look forward to the next time we get to see each other in person, and hopefully it's soon.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Paul. Appreciate your time.
Bye, Jessica.
Bye everyone out there.